One of your children smokes, and it's not your son. When my older sister Georgia was in elementary and middle school, she was what most people would consider a good girl. A straight-A student, as well as a member of student council, she played the piano and the violin and participated in sports like gymnastics, volleyball, and horseback riding. But as soon as she entered high school, she was immediately swept up by the grunge movement of the mid-1990s. She quickly traded in her leotard and riding pants for ripped-up acid-wash jeans, ragged flannel shirts, and combat boots. She stopped playing the piano and started listening to bands like Nirvana and Pearl Jam. She also took to dyeing her hair unusual colors, and once went so far as to shave half her head bald. "You look ridiculous," my mother criticized. "I'm rebelling," Georgia replied. "Against what?" "Society. What a stupid place this world is." I blamed my sister's sudden transformation into an angsty teenager on her new best friend, a girl called Poison. Georgia had met during her first week as a high schooler. Poison was a chubby, dark-haired girl who wore too much eyeliner and always seemed to have a disenchanted expression on her face. She only ever wore the color black and had aspirations of being an exotic dancer when she grew up. "Fuck my parents and fuck the world," Poison proclaimed. "As soon as I turn 18, I'm using my tits to make money." One summer, I secretly followed my sister and Poison down to the local Dairy Queen, where I observed them purchase soft-serve vanilla ice cream cones. After finishing their ice cream cones, Poison reached into her backpack and pulled out a pack of Newports. Then, both she and my sister lit up. "I'm so addicted to these things," Poison said, taking a drag and then immediately exhaling. "Oh my God, me too," Georgia replied, following suit. As soon as I got home that afternoon, I wrote my parents an anonymous note exposing Georgia as a smoker. It read, "One of your children smokes and it's not your son." I left it next to the telephone where my mother would find it. That evening at the dinner table, she and my father confronted Georgia about her smoking habit. My sister immediately confessed, claiming that Poison had stolen the cigarettes from her mother, who kept a carton in the freezer of the mini-fridge in their garage. My mother burst into tears. She took the fact that Georgia was a smoker as a personal failing on her part as a mother. "Oh, where did I go wrong? I raised you better than to smoke on cigarettes." Meanwhile, my father mentioned something about how smoking damages a person's taste buds. "Pretty soon you won't be able to taste anything," he hollered. "Can you imagine not being able to enjoy food?" He spoke as if losing the ability to taste was the worst thing that could possibly happen to a smoker. Afterward, Georgia was grounded, forbidden from watching any television for an entire month, and advised not to hang around Poison any longer. It wasn't until years later, when we were both in our 20s, that I confessed to my sister it was me who had outed her all those years ago. I was living in Los Angeles at the time, and she was visiting me at my apartment. "You fucking piece of shit," she snarled. "I can't believe you told on me." Then she threw a hairbrush at me, and that was the last we ever spoke of the matter.